Hello everyone. Today my daughter Dina and I were playing Minecraft, and I just wanted to show you what we were doing here. We started a new world today in single player, and we're working together to build some houses. And I'm going to show you what we built here. This is a world that we spawned today. Um, that we chose about like 4 or 5 texture packs to download. We'd never used a texture pack before in Minecraft, and so we messed around with that today and downloaded this one to build these houses in. And what we're doing is all of this here is going to be our build. Probably, I don't know if we're gonna make a town or if we're just gonna build houses out here, but um, we're going to build houses as close to possible from real house plans that you can get on like ehouseplans.com and different things, different places free online that shows different architectural styles so that we can learn about the different structures and styles of homes. And we might even go as far as to break them down into eras, like the mid-century, Victorian. I don't know if we're going to go that far, but for right now we're doing the major styles of homes. We started with a very easy build. This is I would say this is a modern contemporary style. The website we got it at was, they called it contemporary, I think. I'll see if I can show you the actual home that we use, the structure. Here we go. This is what we built. You can see the large windows on the front, the sloped roof going back, the green we carried through with the color scheme. There's a front porch, and then you have these pillars, which we really couldn't do slanted, so we tried to do it as best as we could with an overhang on the top of the porch. And the bushes and everything, we kind of improvised on that, and we improvised on the inside of the house too. But you can see that we carried through with the sloped roof. It goes from very high up here down to about 5 blocks back here. We did add a second story. The original schematics only called for 1 story, but since the floor plan in Minecraft was a lot smaller than it would have been in real life, we built a second story because we had the room. Once we figured out all the windows and everything, we saw that we had enough room to have a second story. So it's kind of tight in there, but at the same time, the stories aren't very high, but there's a lot of open space floor-wise. And this is our back porch, where we're going to build, or patio I should say, we're going to build a patio with maybe a pool area. All the villagers, it's turning night, so all the villagers are going to go running into my house. See? We spawned villagers for fun before we started building this house, and they kind of took over and moved in. So this is our front area with a pond and a garden and a cobblestone pathway. And Dinah is planning on building a bridge or something to get from this area over into the main field here. So as it turns night here, let me take you on a tour. So we walk through our garden, and you can see that the modern style, or contemporary style, has very, very simple, clean lines. And that was why we chose this one to build first, because it was very, there's not a lot of nooks and corners and things that will get in the way of the floor plan that we have to build. It's very, very simple, very clean, and it was easy for Dinah and I to work on this afternoon while we had some time. Here's our front porch with the pillars. Again, it's really tall because we had to make the extra windows, but I like that. And then our double doors. Again, we had to improvise because we couldn't make glass doors. So, hello villagers. We come in and we immediately have a kitchen area here with a sink and a stove and a cabinet. We have a dining area, and in the original floor plan, if you saw that, there was 2 bedrooms over here, and then a living room, a kitchen, and a dining, and that would have made it really tight in here. So we decided to go ahead and just make 1 bedroom with a living area, our brown carpet, and we used the colors that would go with this scheme, kind of a retro look with the wood and the brown and green. And go in here, and there's a bedroom. Dinah designed this with the bookcase and a bed, and then the chest over here, and lots of windows to see out of. And then if you come around here, you can go upstairs, and we improvised this upstairs area. So there's kind of like a landing up here that you step up on, and you can see outside. And then we have our crafting and enchanting area, and I might put potions up here too, brewing station, and then a little sitting area, kind of like a, this is kind of like a nice open family room or whatever you want to call it. And then our chest over here. Again, we worked the windows into the back because you couldn't see the back windows on the picture, so we worked windows into the back so that you could see out, and that helped us keep the slope kind of interesting on the backside rather than just being, up, down, 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 down. We kind of varied it a little bit so it made it look interesting. And then there's a railing to look down into the main area, because that's that's very desirable in homes, to be able to look down over your house. So that is our modern home, and tonight I think I'm going to work on the next build that we're doing. I think I'm going to do something along the lines of a I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do a ranch and try to attempt a walkout basement, kind of maybe do it on one of these hills, or if I'm going to try maybe a cottage. I'm not sure. I have to look at the plans tonight, but I think I'm going to build some more tonight and then have Dinah help me with a more difficult structure tomorrow. But anyways, this is we call it the green modern because it's such a lovely color of green. And our building materials are down there in my inventory. We mostly used birch wood, birch logs, the fence, green stained clay, which is new for 1.6. 0.2 is stained clay, so you don't have to use the wool. And then just glass blocks, leaves for the bushes, and that's about it. I think cobblestone slabs for the front, cobblestone slabs to make that stair, to make it, instead of having to jump, it's that step down stairway. So that is it, and I'll hopefully make a video of our next house. Bye.